A number of years ago, a little 2-year-old boy named Jacob died of cancer. And on the day of the funeral, the church bells rang to signal the start of the service, and a voice came over the loudspeaker. It wasn't the pastor, it wasn't the funeral home director, it was the boy's father. He was sitting back in the pastor's office, and the pastor had given him his microphone. His voice was shaky but confident as he said, "Me and my wife just want to thank everyone for being here today and for your loving support. It means so much to us. And we want you to know how grateful we are because we got to do something that not every parent does. We got to usher Jacob all the way to heaven, where God took him from our arms and placed him into his." There's only one type of person who could ever say something like that. Somebody who knows what it's like to hurt and feel disappointed, but someone who also knows exactly what kind of God we believe in. The same God that Moses did. If you watched yesterday's video, did you notice what Moses called God as he prayed to him? He called him the God of the spirits of all mankind. In other words, he is the God who is responsible for giving all mankind life. In other words, he's the God who knows your life, who knows your struggles, who knows your unique ups and downs, and he is the God who's able to lead you through all of it. Moses saw proof of that on that mountain. From the view on that mountain, he was looking at a land of promise that God was able to provide after 40 years of desert wandering, and one that God was willing to provide for a nation that did not deserve it. But God was preparing something different for Moses. He was preparing Moses to die. That's not the way that God said it. He said, "You will be gathered to your people." In other words, Moses was going to die, and then he was going to see something that his eyes never would have been able to find in that promised land. He was going to see his sister Miriam again, and all of his other loved ones who had gone to heaven before him. God was reminding Moses of a beautiful truth that we get to live with every day, that not even death is a disappointment for the Christian. In fact, your death is the day that God finally gives your redeemed heart everything that it has ever wanted. That's why God took Moses up on that mountain. That's what he wanted him to see. And that's what he wants you to see too. That we always have a place to go with our disappointments. We go to the God who knows our lives and knows how to lead us through them.